That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Watching up little low on the go here, and I didn't have time to get my tablets out. I could have, but honestly, I've been in the other room watching the Phillies game, and I didn't get my tablets out. So, it's one of those things. I'm going to have them for the regular season. I'll have my show here, to Sharif, and 401 Raider Jeff. Good to see you, brother. As we traipse into his neck of the woods, starting this upcoming weekend, of which I will be driving to Greenville, South Carolina. And then we're flying, myself and Hollywood and Ms. Hollywood will be flying up to Providence and back. And then we're flying to Vegas and back. And then we're driving to DC and back. And I'm stoked. I probably should start. I should have started packing the other day. But I've been lazy. I've been in football laziness. I've been watching football. Did it start on Friday? I think it started on Friday, didn't it? Maybe you guys and gals can help me with that. I know it was definitely yesterday. Yeah, it started Friday because USF in the game here in Tampa beat the snot out of Boise State. That was here in Tampa. They beat the snot out of Boise State. I need to pack for the trip myself. Yeah, fuck yeah, Jeff. You need to pack. You're only going, what, half an hour away, right? But you got to pack. Yes, you do. And, fuck, is that a sink? Fuck. Luzardo's pitching a fantastic game. No runs, very few hits. I think that's only the second one, maybe the third one that I've seen all night. About ready to come out of the game. Manager's coming out. He's pitched a hell of a game. I don't know how many pitches. See if I can see. I can't. But Philadelphia went in 1-0 in the top of the seventh. Jesus Luzardo pitching a hell of a game. Walker Buehler was just signed today by the Phillies, which means he is eligible to pitch in the postseason, which is fantastic. Now, I will state that he has not looked like himself this year. The regular Walker Buehler played well a couple years ago. He's actually threw the last out for when the Dodgers won their World Series. Dodgers have won 2 World Series recently, so I can't remember if it was not last year, but the year before or the one before that. I don't think it was last year when Buehler had the last strikeout. I'm not sure. I think it was the one before that. But anyway, he joins the Phillies today on their contract and a pitch in the minors, get toned up, stretched out on the good side. Jason Downs, salute to you as well. And again, no, I'm not on Instagram tonight. It is purely my Captain Jack Facebook profile page, not my page, but the personality page. And then I'm on obviously YouTube, and I am on X. Yes, I am going to Brockton. I got my ticket the other day there, Jeff, so I will be there. And it's shaping up. Wow. It's going to be, I'm going to be tired. I'm going to admit I'm going to be tired because we're going to Brockton. I don't even know when the fucking bus leaves. We're going to Brockton, then we're coming back from Brockton, and then we are I guess we're going right into the Saturday activities. And again, for those that are not aware, there are two events up in Providence. Jeff and the Black Hole chapter are doing their. In fact, Jeff, if you could please, I will, Jeff. I'll give you a link in a minute because you're going to talk about your stuff. You will have your events. In fact, I'm glad you're here because I'm going to make sure that you espouse what's going on. But there is also the Newland Raider Booster Club event over there in Providence on Saturday. And so I'll see a lot of my old Newland Raider Booster Club friends I've known for years there. Oh, please be caught. Fuck. On the ground. Okay, at least only first and second. David Robertson's pitching for the Phillies. Oh, that was Fairley. Fairley is always a good bang hitter. Okay, Jason Blake's TBH New England. Self-assessed, very biased comment. But I will be at both because I promised both people I would be at both. And Jason, I get you. You know, it's one of those things. The minute that I can't go to somebody's event, not as Jack, or not as Jay, I should say, but when Jack doesn't go, people get pissy. And I don't say, I do not say that egotistically. I don't. I'm just saying it that I hear about it. Oh, man, what the fuck, man? We weren't good enough for you to go to our event? I'm just saying. I'm not going to deal with that shit. So, again, we have 19 eyes in the studio. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Is Sharif's going to be up there, right? Oh no, wait, he's going to DC. I thought Sharif was. I remember Sharif contemplating going up there, but he is definitely going to be in DC week 3. One thing here, come on, man, fucking get him out. Watching Notre Dame versus Miami's up 14-7. Was it the Convicts versus the Catholics 2025 edition? Miami's a damn good team. Don't fucking blow this game. Luzardo's pitched too well for him to be blown. Oh, that's right at the bottom. There you go. Cut fastball, 3-1. Fucking get him out, Robertson. That catch was insane. I didn't see it. So if you're talking about a football catch, still watching my Phillies. Why? Because they're my Phillies. That's a strike. Fuck yeah. 3-2. There you go. If it was a great catch, I'll see it on replay, right? Or I won't. Just all for whatever. 1 second. I'm going to see if Robertson can get this fucker out. 3-2. And chop over to shortstop. Turn it to first for out number 3. And Luzardo is still winning. 3 outs at the top of the 7th. So 6 more outs for the Braves. Do I need tickets for Blake's? I don't know. I think that you know, JD, we're gonna talk about that. And oh, yep, no, you do not, JD. No cover charge. Playoff baseball, not quite cool, Kev, but it is in this respect. Okay, the Phillies are fighting with the Dodgers right now for the second best record in the National League. The Brewers got the best record in the National League. The Phillies got to go right after this series. They're going to Milwaukee for 3 games, Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, going up against the best team in the National League. 3 games. Hey, Velvet, how you doing? Then, after a series with the Marlins, who beat the Mets, James Farrell, like 3 out of 4, or maybe swept them. I don't remember, but I know they beat him at least 3 times. The Mets, Jimmy Farrell's New York Mets. Be the Mets, greet the Mets. He's a fucking bandwagon non-Yankee fan. Anyway, so there's that. Phillies got to go play the Dodgers in for 3 games out in L.A. and then they'll go home. And yep, can't wait for the weekend. I agree with you. I know you did. Bama. Okay. No, you did not. JD, did you? I don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Whoever wins out gets home field advantage between the Dodgers and the Phillies. Yeah, see that. That's what I'm saying, Kev. Because again, the Brewers got like a 6-game lead right now. I really don't think that they are going to come off of that lead. Be nice if they did. Be nice if the Phillies can take some games from them. But as long as the Phillies stay ahead of the Dodgers, because then you get a first-round bye. That's what I'm looking for, is a first-round bye. You know I miss those tailgates, Captain. Which one? Oh, those Velvet's always have good tailgates. But I will do – okay, I'm talking baseball. You guys are already talking – I got it. Football's on, but my Phillies are on TV. Why I'm wearing my Phillies hat? I'm wearing my Gators shirt because my Gators stomped Long Island University yesterday. And Jimmy Farrell did pop me via text message. Apparently, formerly CW Post University. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It wasn't on. I eventually did find it on ESPN, the app, but they just kicked ass. So you don't have to be quiet. You don't have to be quiet. Don't be quiet. Don't cry. You're not crying in baseball. But I am going to turn it over. If you would like to join the stream tonight again, and I always. Oh, there it is. Hey, there's my buddy. They just said Philly Sports Guy on TV. I want to see it. Let's see here. Wait. I will do the camera. Wait a second. There you go. My buddy. I'll put him on camera here because he was on ESPN. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's a little bit blurry. Fuck. I can you see it? Philly Sports Guy, my buddy. From Philadelphia, Philly Sports Guy, a good friend of mine. He was the guy that I was when I was down here, or when he was down here not last year, but the year before, when the Eagles played the Bucks for the in the playoffs. He was the guy next to me. Was not very happy that night, but that's my buddy Jamie, Philly Sports Guy. So good to see him. Long Island didn't show. Yeah, of course they're not. It was a fucking scrimmage, man. I'm sure they got paid $1 million at least to show up for a scrimmage. Chewy, thank you for that. Ed Winchell, hello to you. I'm feeling okay. I don't want to jinx it, but my acid reflux has not been as bad as it has been. So I'm hoping that has subsided. So we'll see that. Again, I'm going to watch my Phillies. Yeah, his batting stance is different. His hands are up. His hands are up. Or actually, no, his hands are down. I guess he changed that because his hands were up. Yes, now it's down. Get out of here. Get out of here. Val. Okay, good. Again, if you'd like to be a part of the show, I'm putting it in the. Oh no! Wrong one. Let's see here. I will get it copied and paste here. Copy, Paste. There we go. 3-2 or 2-2 to start. And stops out. Hell, I mean, it's a 1-run game. Oh, was it a foul? Okay, 2-2. There's the link. Hopefully, Jeff will come in here and talk about the event. I definitely want Jeff to come in here and talk about the event. Oh, I didn't get the camera the way it should be again. You would do it. Start to left. To now. 1 out. Fly out to the left field. Pro par. There's your link. There's your link. There's your link. Still fucking tight. High and tight. Is that better? Ah, it's fucking moving. Come on, motherfucker. Oh. Too much belly. Too much belly. Damn. Way too much belly. That better? That's better. Okay. Silver Smoke. I haven't seen you in forever, Silver Smoke. Good to see you. Come on into the show. I can't see what the emojis are, but thank you for that. I'm sure they're good. That is a out. Fuck. I don't know who that was, but there was a nice rip to right field. It was probably Turner because Stott got an out, so it would have been Turner. So Schwarber is up. Aha. And, of course, the Snitker comes out of the dugout. He probably wants a lefty on Schwarber. Oh, yeah. Hey, dude, Silver Smoke, I will say this. Working is good. Take it from somebody who is unemployed. I am unemployed. I don't like that fact. I don't, but I'm unemployed, not getting paid by Social Security, so definitely unemployed. But yeah, it's good to see you as well. The link is in there, Jeff. And who else was talking about coming in? Oh, Asia, good to see you. Good to see you, Asia. I'm sorry, didn't miss you. Good to see you as well. I said hi to Chewy, I believe. I said hi to Velvet. We were talking about something I can ask Jeff about. We were talking about Jeff. It would be myself and Hollywood and Mrs. Hollywood getting a ride from Providence to the game. So that's up in the air. That's in the air. So Jeff is coming in here. I'll let him get. Are you? Get situated. You bounce around. Oh, he gives me the thumbs up. You sure? You sure? Yeah. Okay. Never let it be said I didn't ask. Okay. So without further ado, we got.
Hang on a second. I take a leak.
Yeah. Fuck you, man. I told you. That's why I said what I said. Okay. All this.
What's up, Cap?
I give people time to get there. I'm good to see you. See, I don't always wear Raider gear. I got my Gator gear on. I got my Phillies hat on. Once the hopefully if the Phillies win, I will go like I did last time. I will change to my Raider cap. But we are talking football.
I didn't feel like going to throw my vest on, so I'm like, I have my baseball shirt hanging behind me from when I do quick shows, so I just threw this on instead. So I'm still wearing Raiders on.
Yeah, I just
so what's up?
Joe, how you doing?
I am exhausted already, and it's not even Monday yet.
Well, then that's good news because I'm gonna say something, and tell me if I'm wrong. If you're exhausted, that means that there is a lot of planning going on for this time. Schwarber, please tell me. Yeah. Fuck you, Braves. Keep going, Kyle. It's at least a triple. Not an inside the Parker. Schwarber hits a triple. Fuck yeah. Hey, I'm happy.
I'm not a baseball fan, sorry.
I'm happy.
Well, good for you. I'm glad.
Schwarber struck out 3 times going into this game or into this bat. And kid that was throwing dimes, he hits it in the gap and it bounces around a bit. So it's a gap triple, off the fence and rolling. So it's a gap triple.
What's up, Silver Smoke? How you doing, brother? I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been, man. What you good? Smoke's been in here. Do another 8-hour live show. Why the fuck would you do an 8-hour live show?
Well, we weren't initially going to do that Friday night, but it's before we started, Chris and I agreed that 2 to 3 hours tops. Next thing I know, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. We're still on, and we still had like 85 to like 100 people in the chat. It was nonstop like that all night long. We had almost 100 people on average throughout the entire night. It was just so jamming. At one point, we had Raider Will on there and Coach Gravy on, and man, the way they were talking and just dropping knowledge on, NFL plays and players and just, it was insane. Jason and I just sat there like, this is great. And listening to these two go back and forth in a good way. They weren't arguing or anything.
Right.
They were just making so much sense. And that you could tell that the chat was engaged because they were asking questions and it just steady all night long. It was probably one of the better shows we've done in a long freaking time. That was a great show Friday night. Long. I'm still tired from that one, I think, too. That one really took it out of me. But
well, on Friday, and I'm going to drop a plug for Mad Bomber because Mad Bomber has his brand new YouTube channel at Mad Bomber Podcast. I was on his show on Friday night, and I did shows Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday last week. I was off last night, and then I'm on tonight, and then I'll be doing starting Tuesday again. I'm going to be on with Coach Defense. It's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday's a travel day, so that's the way it's going to be. Basically, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for the rest of the year. So be ready. But you're saying there's like 100 people in the chat. I
was insane. Jason can attest to it because he was in there with me the whole night, and it was insane.
Well, I'm sure it is. I'd love to have like fucking 100 people in the chat. The most I ever get is like 28. Seriously. The most I ever get is 28. I'm not bitching, but I would like to be more engaged. I'd like to be more engaged. I love talking, and I'd love for more people to come on over, but I also am not doing these fucking way, way long shows.
Well, like I said, we weren't intending that. And actually, just before we were going to get off, we had already said, all right, we're going to call it quits. And that was like at about the 5-hour mark, which I can handle a 5 with no problem now. And all of a sudden, Gravy popped on. I'm like, oh, I'm not going to leave now. Gravy just got here. And then it just took off again. I mean, the numbers had dropped down to like 50, 40. And then once the two of them get going, within 10 minutes, bang, it was back up to like 100. I was like, holy shit, we're not going anywhere now.
I don't ever see Will. I don't ever see Gravy. Jason, if you come in, I don't know you're there because I don't see you in the chat. So if you are ever on, great, but I don't see you. I don't see a lot of these people, and it would be wonderful that, because I know I see you when you're on. You at least say something, so I know you're here. Okay. So I can attest that Jeff is, and when I go on a show, I'm always in the chat saying, "Hey, how you doing?" So people will at least know that I'm watching and I'm making an effort. But I would love to have more people on because I don't
think there's been a time where I have not seen you in our chat and then not drop the link immediately for you to pop in too. I mean, if I see you pop, in the chat, if it's one of our like a pull-up show, or even if we're not doing anything that's pre-planned and like scripted or whatever, not scripted, but like, a legit planned out show, I'll drop the link to you, even if it's in a private setting, I'll send it to you, and you always pop in when I give you the link for the most part, unless you got something else going on. But yeah. I mean, I whenever I see you in the chat, first thing I do, and I don't even ask who my co-host is. I just do it because I know everybody knows who you are, and it's what it is, because you extended me that chance because your show was the very first one I ever did live. a year ago. So I've been at this a year now. So coming on your show for the first time is what really broke the ice for me to get over that stigma of, that fear of getting on the camera and getting on the mic and, putting your thoughts to words and on camera. Because that's a stumbling block for some people. You get over that first hump, you're usually pretty good after that. And I like to think I've grown in a year, and I'm way more comfortable getting on and talking because I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? It doesn't faze me anymore. First few times scared the shit out of me.
Well, then the only thing I can say that is positive then is that if that's true with you, then I can say that I am the Ed Sullivan. Let me see where I'm going with this. I'm the Ed Sullivan of bringing new talent on and letting them on my show for like their first time, and then they go. Because Kenna came on with me for the first time, and you said you did that, and I know that there are like at least 2, if not 3 other people that have come on, and then they've gone on and then done shows, which is, I find that's fantastic. Now I know Sharif's always doing his own. He definitely has no stumbling blocks. He was going on well before I gave him some time, but I just said I do not, and you know this, Jeff. I do not usually pre-plan guests. I'm on the same time. I'm on the same days. I said, if you want to come in, come in. If there's a special guest, like when I had with Lincoln, I did that on a Monday night because Lincoln said, hey, what are you doing on Monday? I said, hey, I'm doing it with you. Because if a Raider's going to come on your show, I'm not going to say, well, can you wait till Tuesday or Thursday? No, I'm going to do it when they have time to make time for me. So I'm glad about that. But I will. Captain's a really big shoe. I like. I even did it for you, Matt. In my best Sullivan. We got a really big shoe tonight. And now the Beatles. There you go. So there it is. But
and I tried to, once I kind of set myself up with my own shows and the way I wanted to do things, I kind of paid it forward based on what you did for me. And like Chewy, I had him on for the very first time. He came on and broke the ice and doing that. Jason Downs has been coming on. He's a regular on Saturday nights now with myself and Chris. Chris used to get on with Turf every now and then, but Chris and I started a relationship from that Friday night show, and we really became really close friends. And Chris and I together as partners on shows, that's I pushed him to finally get his YouTube channel going again. So it's like I felt as though I'm doing for them like you did for me. And I'll bring anybody on that starting out if they want to come on and break the ice and, complete relaxed environment. I mean, hit me up. I'll do what I can for people. I have no problem doing that. It's fun, actually. I like to see somebody grow and move on and do bigger things.
For sure.
Just like we got bigger things going on this weekend.
Right. Let's get back to that. And again, and Jason was like, there's only one real, and again, folks, only because there's like the SEC regulations for equal broadcast time. There is as a Raider event. Okay. There are 2. And I am endeavoring, and that's why I think I got my hotel in the middle of where you guys are, and I don't even know where the hell the other event is. I was just told that that's pretty much like middle Providence.
What hotel you staying at?
It's the Courtyard Marriott, Providence.
Yeah, they're equal distance, but they're both away from like into the city. You're kind of more going north out of the city where you are, but you're not that far out. It's less than a mile and a half. So,
I will be.
If you take your scooter, if you take your little scooter, you'll fit right into everybody else in that city rolling around in their little power chairs.
I would love to take my scooter, but the airlines broke it.
I remember you saying that.
They broke it. Now, this is, and I tell you what, if they don't replace it by this week or when I'm ready to fly, I'm going to take my broken scooter on a flight because I am not going to be without transportation for these events. And I'm going to tell them that. I said, listen, my scooter is broken and you guys broke it, but I need fucking transportation and you guys got to fucking get me something. And I'm taking it on the flight. I'm pissed because they broke the stand-up wheels. You can't stand it up to put the bag on it. It's the support wheels. They broke the support wheels. So I'm about ready to cut on
These
Tuesday.
guys are pros at breaking your shit, huh?
Jesus, fucking ridiculous, man. They broke that, and I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking because they're not going to have one in time, and they fucked around, and I'm pissed off. So I'm this fucking close. So I'm gonna let them know. I said no. I this is bullshit. I told you guys to get this shit done. It's not done. I gotta have transportation. I need it. Okay, I'm not gonna be without it. So great weekend next week though. Yeah,
Silver Smoke. To answer your question, I will be doing a lot of live stuff over the weekend for sure. Because I got my guy Chris and Jason Downs. I'm going to set the studio up later this week. They're going to go live on Saturday, so they'll be live during the Al Davis Memorial. I'll be logging in from there. They'll be live during the party at Blake's, so I'll be going live from there. So I'll be popping in and out every now and then.
Yeah,
but they will go live.
Gonna be great. And I was gonna say, hopefully you guys are watching my channel. Well, obviously you're watching my channel now, but I'd love for more people to come in because again, I don't know if I don't think I'm the only one, but I am religiously doing shows after the game. On Sundays after the Raider game, I do shows. Okay, and that's just the way it is. I'm not, you're always going to see a show about the Raiders after the event. Fuck, the Braves scored. Damn it. So
I put in the private chat, Cap, I put the Linktree account, which if anybody, if you want to put it up, you can. That Linktree account, when you click on that, it's all sectioned off. So if you click on that link and you open it up, I've actually got the weather on there for Boston for the next 7 days. So you'll see what the weather's going to be like. It's going to be decent. I think we got one looking like a rainy day, maybe Friday. So the weather's going to be in the 70s for the most part during the day, 50s at night. So bring sweatshirts. I've got the link in there for all the different events. The first one that's up there is the Al Davis event for the tickets for the bus. Now, the Al Davis event is Saturday. The event is for 3:00. The bus, if anybody that has tickets already, the bus is leaving Blake's Tavern at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And it's going to go from there to Brockton. The ceremony is for 3:00. As soon as the ceremony is over, we're going to get back on the bus. We're going to go to the house that Al Davis was born in. We're going to take a big group photo there in front of the house. Then we're going to get back on the bus, and then we're blasting back to Providence to make it back to Blake's in time for 5:00. There is there's still tickets left for the bus. We're trying to fill the bus up. We're very close. So if anybody's going to be looking to buy tickets, get them in now before we run out. The link is on there for the tickets itself. Ignore it's MRide put it up. Ignore the second part of the itinerary on the bus part of it because we're not staying in Brockton for that party. We're heading back to Providence for ours, for the Black Hole one. So from 5 o'clock to 9 o'clock at Blake's Tavern in Providence, Rhode Island on Washington Street. No charge to get in the door. It's a private event open to Raider fans. If you're coming and you're bringing somebody that's a Pats fan or a fan of another team, that's fine. You know, we're not going to give you a hard time. They're your friends. They can come in with you. So there's no cover charge. It's cash bar. The full menu is going to be available for food purchases. We're going to have door prizes. We're going to have a 50-50. We're going to have other raffle prizes. We do have a DJ that's going to be there. And if it is, my secretary treasurer, my wife, she's like, don't forget about donations. We also have outdoor seating there too. The street is supposed to be blocked off because they've got every year in September, they do a Providence Fest, where for the entire month of September, it's almost on the idea of like an Oktoberfest, but it's for the whole month of September. So a lot of streets in downtown Providence are going to be blocked off. The street in front of Blake's, it's a smaller side street that's a one-way, so we'll be able to filter out into the street. So even if we're at capacity and we're running out of space, we can be outside too. And the DJ, you'll be able to hear the DJ with no problem. So that Saturday night, that goes till 9 o'clock at night. On Sunday morning, tailgate lot 55B at Gillette. That's where we're going to be setting up for the Black Hole tailgate party. There's no charge for the tailgate. Tailgate is completely free. We're going to have sausage and peppers, chicken parm, meatballs, hot dogs. We've got Modelo beer. We'll have waters. If you're 21 or older, you will be carded before we give out the beers. There is no charge for any of this. This is all completely free. You will get a black wristband that will go on your wrist. That's the only way you're going to get a beer, is if you have that black wristband. If you don't have the wristband, you ain't getting nothing. So we have to keep that under control. But I do have a couple of guys that are going to take care of checking IDs on people to make sure that we're giving it out to just 21 years of age or older. And it's going to be one beer per person. So you can't come up and go, can I get 5? No, you're going to get one. You want another one, you come right back. Because we got to keep some sort of a control over this. We're going to have a DJ there, so we've already got a generator set up. So we're going to have a good time. We're going to have a blast. And at noontime, we're going to go over as one big, massive group over to Gillette, because we're going to be on the other side of Route 1. We have to cross Route 1 and walk to the stadium. So we're going to walk over in one big, huge group. I'm anticipating at least a few hundred people that are going to be there for this, because I know the event that we made on Facebook is only showing like 30 people going, but between all the Facebook messages, phone calls, text, Instagram messages, you name it, emails, there's a few hundred people, if not even more, coming to this event, both Saturday night and Sunday at the tailgate. So we're going to be slamming with people. There's going to be a shit ton of people there. So enjoy the weekend. Raider Nation is traveling very well for this, and it's a lot more than I thought was coming out here. But there's a huge, huge group coming out here for this.
Yeah.
I know Hollywood's going to be here. I think Destruction's coming up too, correct? I think James is coming up. I'm not positive, because I know I talked to him a couple of months ago, because he was up here with his son. His son lives up in Boston. I know he came up then, but I couldn't hook up with him. I thought he said he was coming up for this.
Well, if he is, I don't recall. I know that I was talking. I thought Sharif was coming, but no, he's going to DC. I know Destruction's going to DC, so I know Sharif and Destruction are going to DC. I don't know. I know that I'm going to be there. Hollywood's going to be there. Anna, obviously. Raider Wolf.
Nikki's the only other one that I know of. Our Lady of Raider Nation. I know she's coming, because she's hit me up on Instagram. I know Gorilla's not going, and I know Wayne's not going.
Yeah,
I talked to Wayne.
Okay,
she's the only other one I know of. Predator's going. Have you ever heard of Mr. Excellence? He's from like Whittier, California. He hit me up the other day. He's coming too. So there's going to be a few that wear the Raider gear and everything that are going to be coming out. But I mean, obviously, there's the ones that everybody knows, like yourself, Hollywood. You know, I mean, those are the ones, you know, I knew, like I said, I knew you were coming. You and I talked about this months ago that you were coming up here. As soon as the schedule was released, you know,
Yep.
you had said you were coming up. Just real quick, too, I know we're saying everything's for free. The only thing that we're asking for is, and you'll see it on that link tree, we're looking for donations is basically all we're looking for. You know, if you want to, we're going to have a jar there that you can put cash in if you have cash with you. Other than that, we do have a Venmo set up for the chapter. Just to help defer some of these costs, but everything is, you don't have to drop a dime that day. Nothing. You don't have to buy anything if you want to eat or drink. Basically, is what it comes down to. We do have chapter patches available, so we'll have those available for sale on Saturday night. We're going to have chapter stickers available also for purchase. We've got that. I don't know. Did I show you this yet, Cap? That wooden shield that we had made.
Not that I recall.
It's a 3-dimensional wooden black hole 12-inch round. It's the same size as the patch that goes on the back of vests of the black hole shield. He made us 2 actual Raider shields like this. They're all out of wood. One of these shields is going to be just like you see it, but everything's painted white, but the black where it needs to be black. And then the other one is the black where it's black, but the rest of it is all natural wood look. I like that one.
Yeah.
And we're raffling both of those off. We're raffling off. What the hell else was it? Don, what else are we raffling off? She's probably already asleep. But there's a whole bunch of other things we're going to be raffling off.
There's good shit. Good shit, folks.
Good shit, yes.
Good shit, yes.
So we're going to have a lot of good stuff available.
We're raffling off a black hole plaque.
Yeah.
2 Raider plaques.
It doesn't count if you're not on camera.
I'm sorry. I'm just
Thank you.
I'm in my pajamas. I apologize.
That's no. The reason why I say that is for ladies, good-looking ladies, to be on camera. Okay.
Because I've got Bruins t-shirt on, so also
it gets the rate. Now you could take that off too. That gets the ratings up as well.
No.
I mean, you want to get your show shut down, then all right, you're on your own there. So
anyway, so we have a black hole plaque. We have 2 Raider shield plaques. We have 2 Raider coasters that have the black hole.
Are those chapter ones, or were they the actual?
No, the black hole. I believe the black hole with the Raider shields. We have a Raider flag. We have the pub sign. Your Raider pub sign.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. We're going to do a 50-50 raffle.
And the shield, we're also taking ticket sales
now,
even if you're not going to be there, so you can buy your tickets now for it.
For the black hole,
because we will ship it. Even if somebody wins it there, we will ship it to them, so they don't have to worry about bringing that home in their luggage.
And that's the black hole one, yes.
So we will ship that to them.
Yep.
So.
And we are.
Yeah, I like this. Jeff fan is a diligent Raiders fan. See, pigs, giving you some love there. So positives there.
This lady here, she's been an absolute rock during all this because she's helped like you have no idea. She's helped procure a lot of the food donations. Helped us with the getting the parking passes for the tailgate. I mean, this is all connections that she had, not even connections I had for that stuff. That was all her.
Yep. And again, the Venmo is up on the thing, so you guys can Venmo us, and
So.
Well, that
busy couple of months, that's for sure.
Like I said, I want to applaud all parties there that are up there doing, that positive work there because again. It's a lot of hard work.
Oh yeah.
Every event is a lot of hard work. So
I mean, I had help. I had help between having her help out, Mike from Raiders Against the World. They're co-sponsoring this by helping with the promotions and some of the items that we're using on Saturday night. So it's not just the black hole. It's also Raiders Against the World that are helping out. Sunday after the game, we're going up to Boston afterwards to the Scorpion Bar for an after game party.
And that's open to everyone.
Yep, that's open to anybody after the game. Normally that place is closed on Sundays, and normally they have a pretty strict dress code, but they open it up just for us. Mike set that up from Raw. So the dress code is being eliminated that day. So, because I said to him, I said, everybody's going to be showing up in their jerseys, and if everybody has to go back to the hotel room,
you're not going to have
change. If I have to go home and change before I go to Boston, I'm not coming back out because I'm going to be exhausted to begin with.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a good time. We're going to have a lot of fun. So there's other events going on Thursday and Friday. Mm-hmm. So Thursday night, a lot of guys are coming in on Thursday. Some are coming in Wednesday. Like my guy, Nate, LV Rated 10, he's coming in on Wednesday. He's my co-host on Wednesdays and Thursday nights on our shows. He's coming in Wednesday, so I got to pick him up from the airport Wednesday night. Thursday, we're all going to be heading up to Boston, going out to dinner. All this stuff is on that itinerary, and it's on that link tree.
Hey, Darren, why do you think I asked her to come in the show? I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid.
Thank you, Darren.
That's right. That's why I asked for her to come in. Good-looking women are always.
Is that better?
Yes.
And I've taken my makeup off already.
Yes, stay that way. Dude, we're fugly. We're fugly. So she can stay on for the entire time. You can get off camera, and that's all I'm saying.
So if anybody has any questions, my phone number is on that link tree. When you go into the itinerary, the very first page has my phone number, my email. Feel free to call me. My number, I've been putting my number on everything. So if somebody needs to talk to me for whatever reason, if they have questions on stuff,
is my Venmo on there as well?
It's one of the first links on there. So for the donations. So, and like I said, I even added the weather on there too. So if anybody's got any questions about the weather,
I heard it's actually looking to be cold.
It's not actually. It's going to be 75 to 80s.
It's going to be nice for the game.
Friday's the only day that's going to have possible rain, and I think it's 40 to 60%. So,
okay, because I for the games, because I'm driving and flying for the first 3 games, and I don't want to bring my big jackets.
You won't need.
You won't need that.
So
I would bring a hoodie or something like that.
Yeah.
At least something like that, because at night it's going to drop into the 50s, and if you're out and about at night, you warm weather people are going to be freezing your balls off up here at night when it drops into the 50s.
Yeah, but I got
California people. They're going to be in for a shock at night. That's for sure.
I got extra padding, so I'm good.
There you go.
Extended forecast: the 3rd to the 8th, 78 to 73 during the day.
Okay.
Yeah. 54 to 49 at night.
Okay.
And we're going to be on the visitor side, so
you should be okay.
We'll be in the shade probably from like 1:30, 2 o'clock on.
Okay, now I'm going to be on, I guess, on the visitor side because I'm near the tunnel.
I remember you saying the section you were in, and I looked on the map. Yeah, you're on the Patriots side. I'm on the Raiders side. I'm in 126.
Okay. I'm well, I know I'm right near where they come out of the tunnel. That much I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like I'm on that front corner of the end zone.
Post, yeah.
No, the end zone. I'll be looking at the front line of the end zone, basically, where I'm going to be sitting. No, goalposts are at the back of the end zone.
Okay, but it's still that side of the.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still. Get out of here.
Hey, no! Turn it up for us. Turn it up for us. There you go.
Oh, look at! Did you happen to notice the reason they're even silver and black?
Those are nice.
Yeah, silver and black.
Yeah, I do mine. They're called Nails by Jack.
Yeah, that's all right. I have to get them done.
The way we've been playing the last few years, it makes sense.
Yeah.
If I don't get them done, they're going to be like that nail biting this week. So, yeah.
Oh, that's, you know what? Pigs said, I'd have to, I will, hopefully I will see that motherfucker
Oh
coming
yeah,
out,
he's gonna walk right by you.
coming out of it's like,
Good night, guys.
I good night, honey. I like, you fucking suck, McDaniels. You know, and I hope he turns around and sees me. I hope he does. That fucktwad.
The only other thing I wanted to say too is the day of the memorial service. Well, not the memorial service. The day of the memorial for Al Davis. Mark Davis is going to be there. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I imagined.
Yeah, Mark. Well, that's the whole reason why they're having it at that time, because when that whole Al Davis thing got sprung on us like about 3 weeks ago. And the funny thing is, the person that saw it for the first time on Instagram was Nate out in California. And as soon as he saw it, he posted it in our Raider Connection chat. And I'm like, what the fuck? So, and it was at night. So the next morning, first thing I did when I got up was I called the Brockton City Hall and I talked to the mayor's office. And I'm like, is this legit? And she goes, absolutely. She goes, I don't know about the events after the ceremony, but the ceremony is being put on by the city of Brockton. I said, okay. I said, those date and time, that's a definite, that's solid. She goes, yep, that's not going to change. She goes, that was requested by Mark Davis for the date. I said, oh, so he's definitely going to be there. She goes, oh, yeah. So is Sandra Douglas Morgan. She's going to be there also, too. I don't know who else is going to be there from the team. I don't know if there's going to be any other dignitaries from the team or maybe even a player or two. Who knows? I have no control over that. And that's not information I have available to me at this time. So I don't know. But those two will definitely be there that day. So this is going to be, you know what is, this is a once in a lifetime. And it just so happens that obviously I know why they're doing it because we're coming to town this year. So it makes sense. But yeah, so anybody that's coming up here for that weekend, that game, if you're staying in or around Providence and you're looking for transportation, click on that link and that link will have everything for you. So it's going to be a blast, man. I'm going to get my fill of Boston. I'll tell you that because I'm going to be in Boston Wednesday night. I'm sorry. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday night. I'm not going anywhere near Boston on Saturday, but
yeah,
after this weekend, I'll be fine with not going to Boston for at least the next 5 years because I hate going into that city. It's such a shithole, and I hate driving through Boston. Fucking hate it. I'd rather drive through New York City.
Yeah, you said that before on the show. I was going to definitely ask you about the fuck, man. They scored two. See, I'm watching this, and the fucking Braves scored 2 runs, fuckers. So they're up 3-1 now. What I wanted to say is that there was some questions about getting to the game from Providence. You know, if there are people in your club or and again, I'll say for both, if there are people from any of the clubs that would be amenable to bring folks that are not from there to the game so that they don't have to worry about getting a train or anything like that. That would be cool. Because I know that we were looking at getting like that train ride.
Yeah, that's not going to do you any good, the train, unfortunately. It sucks. I didn't know until 2 weeks ago that the train, I thought it ran multiple, but it's one train from Providence and one from Boston. It doesn't get to Gillette until an hour before the game. Mm-hmm. Anybody that has any aspirations to go to a tailgate, it's not going to work for you because by the time you get dropped off from the train, you're going to be going right into the stadium at noon. So
right.
Unfortunately, the only option that would work for the train is you take the train to the nearest station. Like if you're coming out of Providence, take the train from Providence to Franklin and then take an Uber for the last like 15 minutes, because you're so much closer to the stadium. Because you get the regular commuter trains that go from Providence to Boston. The last stop before it turns and goes in towards Boston is Franklin, Mass. If you're coming from Boston, get off at the Walpole train station and then take an Uber from there to the stadium. Unfortunately, most of the people from my chapter, they live out in Massachusetts, Western Mass, like towards on the other side of Worcester, towards Springfield, like just north of Hartford. If you look at Connecticut and go straight up into Mass, so they're coming in from that side. I won't be able to pick anybody up because my car is going to be just full of everything, so I don't even have space, you know. So unfortunately, that is the one thing out of everything I thought of. That is the only thing I totally overlooked was the transportation aspect from like Providence and Boston to the stadium. That is the only thing that slipped because I thought the train was going to be the shoe in for everything, and I was wrong. So
okay, well, this is actually a dry run for next year.
Oh yeah. Oh, this will be super easy comes next year. Like even that link tree. Soon as this weekend's passed, I'll pull that link tree thing down, go back to what I use it for, and then comes next year. As soon as we know the schedule's coming out, I'll just reactivate, pull that back up front. I'll be able to stop promoting everything as early as, May, the day the schedule comes out. Boom, I'm going to put it out there because we'll already know the date. Now I just got to make the contacts and set everything in stone. Next year's going to be easy. I'm starting everything from scratch, and I'm starting with, because I just took the chapter over and there were no funds in that chapter. So I started with zero. Everything I'm doing is coming out of my own pocket right now. So I could at least get the cost of what everything's costing me back out of all this. And then, build the funds up for the chapter. That's why we're doing all this, because, that's why I started the patches. I paid for those out of my own pocket to give us a starting ground, so next year we'll have shirts, the whole 9 yards. Hopefully that's the goal is next year. Cause everybody wants a shirt for the chapter that they're coming to when they have these events, and I wanted to get those, but I just didn't have time nor the money to do it. Cause I'm getting a bunch of people asking me about shirts. I'm like, damn it, I wish I had the money to do that. Cause I would have had shirts made. We would have fucking sold them all.
One thing at a time, man. One
Yeah.
thing at a
So I know I take over the chapter, and this is the first thing is like, all right, well, you're planning everything. I'm like, okay. Good thing is I had everything started to be planned that I was going to do when I was with the other group. So I just switched it.
Well, Bueno says you make millions, so that's
yeah. Oh yeah, we ask Cap. I mean, we make millions doing this YouTube shit, right?
Yeah. Well, I've already spent my first million, so
I haven't even made mine yet. So I hate to cut out and run, but I do have to be on another show at 10 o'clock.
I got you, man. I appreciate it.
I'm going to be on tomorrow night, so you're going to see a lot of me in the next few days on different shows. So,
yep.
Just the only thing I do want to plug is Tuesday night on the Most Notorious podcast. We're going to have Mark Jones on, and we're going to have Wayne on, the Violator, talking up Saturday, this weekend's events, and starting to really detail the home opener in Vegas for week 2, the Monday night game. So,
well, again, you might want to let that program know. I will be more than happy to come on the show, A, if I know when it's on, and B, when it deconflicts with, because I've already made arrangements to be on Tuesdays for that, Coach Defense's NFL show, which is all encompassing NFL. I would love to be on the show, but A, nobody's reached out to me. Nobody said what time it is or anything. Can't do what I can't.
Yeah, we do it every Tuesday night at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific.
Okay.
So this week's going to be pushed back a little bit because we got our president's meeting first, so we're going to have to jump back a little bit, probably about a half-hour difference, roughly.
Ooh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, right. You forgot about Tuesday night, didn't you? I did too, to be honest with you, until the other day. I'm like, oh shit.
Okay. Yep. I guess I'm gonna have to. Yeah. I'll have to. What is that? 9 o'clock on? Is that 9 o'clock Eastern for the president?
Yeah, the president's meeting's usually 9 o'clock on the first Tuesday.
Fuck.
So, I mean, I know we're going to be talking a lot of this weekend, and then obviously the home opener for Vegas too, because there's a lot that he's going to have to bring up for that too. So,
well, I might be late because I already there. Basically, the season opener for the Tuesday show is on, and it's not like people can tell me what I'm missing. So I will endeavor to get to both, but you know, I will do as I can. You know, I'll pop in as I can. So we'll do that.
Bueno, I got to go over to. I'll be with 805 and then doing pretty much the same thing I just did here, and then moving on.
Yep. Yeah. All right. Again, Jeff. Yeah,
I appreciate it, and I'll see you later on this week, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
This weekend, it's going to be a blast.
What I'm going to wait to see is I want to see how as soon as you leave, I want to see what that number, how the numbers drop. The amount of numbers that are here
right now. I can't see how many are in here.
Well, I see 26. I see 26. I want to see how bad the numbers drop. Okay, because that tells me all I need to know. Okay, how many people you're pulling? But I'll just say, anyway, Jeff, thanks again, brother. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on. I appreciate you. Take care.
Always. You take care. All right. Bye. Sorry, I cut Jeff. I apologize, Jeff. I cut him off. That's the Jeff LaFontaine over at the Black Hole chapter in Providence, New England Black Hole chapter. I don't see let's see here. Airport, I have to leave again. I want to give you the fun story of what happened with me. My voice is gone, so I don't have much volume. Haha. Okay. I don't know if Angelo is still there. He was in Seattle. Okay, and I'm gonna show you this because he was here. Okay, watch this. He was here. So he was going to talk, but I don't know whether he's going to come back. Maybe if I see him again, I'll bring him back in. But he was here. But I appreciate that. He was up in Seattle. He did a live from the field. What is the name? Like the Seahawks field. It was for the University of Washington game. And he's like, I'm watching the game. No, you're doing a fucking live, dude. Because we see you. And he kind of turned it around for the game. But I was gonna berate him for that. I said, you're not watching the game, you're doing a live. Kinda. But I've done the same thing. So hopefully we'll have Angelo come back. We'll see. No, I'm gonna say, did it looks like 2 home runs to Tire take the lead in the 8th inning or later? Okay, 9th inning. Let's see. Did the Dodgers win? Phillies lost, by the way. Dodgers did win 5-4. Okay. So acid reflux sucks. Acid reflux sucks. So anyway, if you'd like to come into the show, I'll put the link up again. Sorry, JD, I didn't get the Venmo link. If you there is the link that was above. In fact, I will post this again. Okay. That link has the link for all the events, or at least I shouldn't say all the events. A lot of Jeff's events are on that link tree. Okay. A lot of Jeff's events are on that link tree. If you'd like to find out what's going on there, if you'd like to come into the show, I will put my link up again. And if you want to pop in, not at the game's over, now I can see how let's see here how the I was told that Miami was getting their ass, or no, Miami was kicking Notre Dame's ass. Let's see what the score is. I guess there's weather. Sorry, there is weather here. Get rid of the recorded. I know it's gonna suck. Stop recording and delete. There we go. Okay. So I was recording on the other channel. Miami is whooping Notre Dame, who has the ball. 2nd and 10, deep inside. Oh yeah, they're in the red zone. So Notre Dame is deep inside Miami territory. 3rd quarter, about little over 2 minutes to play. So they're down 14. They're down 14. We'll see what happens. But other than that, yeah, this is the week 1 of college football. Oh, nice tackle. Upends the guy. Was that 3rd down, or is this 3rd down upcoming? Maybe that was 2nd down. 3rd down upcoming. Running back. Velvet's still here. Thank you, Velvet. My viewership did drop 5. So 5 people went by. That's fine. Actually, it was up to 28, so it's now down to 21. So 7 people went bye-bye. That's fine. I mean, I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm watching sports. And Velvet, like I said, if anybody has any questions about what's going on, hit the link that Jeff provided. That has information about at least some of the events. I know I will be out for the Brockton event for Mr. Davis, the great Raiders patriarch. I will be out there for that. I'm going to have to figure out how I'm dressing, because I hadn't originally planned to dress out totally on that event, but maybe I have to do more of, because if they're going right from the event in Brockton right to the event for the Black Hole Party, maybe I got to dress up a little bit more. I don't know. Okay, going to be in and out. All right, well, good. Wally's still here. I saw him there. I'm going to grab him. So I did grab you, brother. You said that you were in and out. I want to at least grab you while you have a little bit of your voice. So we are now joined by Angelo Raider Transplant, talking about his weekend in Seattle, where he says, here, I'm at the game. I'm watching the game. No, you're not. You're not watching the game, Angelo. You're doing a fucking live. Okay? What you should say is, I'm doing a live at the game where I'm kind of watching in between, back and forth. That is 100% correct, is it not?
Well, actually, to be perfectly clear, not only did I not go live, that was a private video only to my closest family and friends. So welcome to the group. That was not a publicly drawn out thing. And the reason why I'm getting on, and this is actually the first public time people are even going to know that I was gone for the weekend, is I wanted to share this story with you. And while I still have my voice, because I know it's already cracking and it's going to be gone. The next few days, I'm not going to talk much until I get it back. But I want to tell you, Pat.
Yeah, right.
We'll see. I know I have to go to hematology comprehensive cancer center on Tuesday anyway. So, but I want to tell you, Cap.
Rest up your voice. And by the way, I apologize. I thought that was a multiple. Then, sir,
wasn't even on Instagram. Yeah.
I apologize profusely. I do, and I mean it. I mean it. I apologize profusely. I thought that went out to everybody. That was really cool. I was just busting your balls anyway. That was really cool. And I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to let you tell the story, sir. I'm not going to let you tell the story. Go ahead.
It was literally sent to, I want to say 6 people, maybe 6. It might have only been 5 people. You were included in that group, Cap. So you,
awesome.
you texted me at on Saturday. I didn't expect the text from you, but when you do, as you know, I usually get back right away, right?
You do.
In that particular time, I was in Seattle getting ready to walk to Pike's Market. So then I'm texting with you and I'm like, oh yeah, I totally want to help your granddaughter. And if we can figure it out, I'm just gonna need to make it back in time. So Alan, this was it's been a long time in the making, but when I had my liver, when they told me you're gonna die in 30 days 3 years ago, whole things in my life changed, right? But the true people that have always been around me, and this is where now, as you're getting older and older, this. There could be all these associates that you can have in your life that, some of them will come, some of them will go, right, Cap? But then there's the people who really are, for a fact, right? Like they're with you no matter what. And this person is like my father. He's basically been a father figure to me, but the reason why I met him, Cap, is when I was in the combat sports world, he ended up becoming my mentor. He was the greatest promoter in all of Canada. He was just coming off of being the former CFO of Air Canada. This is a man who taught me a lot about how the business works, how life works, how people are, how to treat everyone. I mean, this man's very influential in me. So anyways, I'm going through my transplant. Obviously, year 1, as you remember, Cap, I was completely isolated from anything. Year 2, we start testing things out, but they're like, hey, you still can't be around too many public crowds. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? So in year 2, there's this family reunion that happens within his family, and his family is all over the world, Cap. It's in the UK, in Canada, in Florida. I mean, everywhere, right? But one time a year, grandkids, great grandkids, they all gather right in this one location. And I'm finally going to get a chance to come in year 2. So he sends the invite to me and my wife, and the doctor said, oh, hell no. Not only are you not getting anywhere near an airport, which was completely dangerous at this point, but we don't know if you can handle a plane ride. Like we don't know how any of this is going to work out. So that's a hard no. Why don't we talk about it going into year 3, right? So as you know, year 3 hits in July. I'm going to LA. I'm seeing these doctors. I'm waiting to the very last second. Like, are you going to fucking approve this thing? Or am I waiting a whole another year before you even let me get on an airport in the whole bit? So they said, hey, you got to year 3. You got to year 3 successful enough that basically the biggest slide back right now, Cap, is I have to go do these cancer treatments in order for me to hopefully not get cancer. Right. So they're trying to prevent this thing from happening. But other than that, they said I've been very good. I've kept myself isolated enough. I've followed all the food protocols. So they're going to trust me. They gave me my TSA letter so that I could hand it to all the TSA people to let them know this is the reason why I have a whole bag full of drugs with me, right? Here's the reason why, and the whole thing. So anyways, he my father essentially he gets the okay. He booked everything. I mean, I'm talking all expenses paid. All me and my wife had to do was show up, right? And I got to tell you, Cap, if you've never been to a Washington football Huskies game where they say it is the greatest setting in the world, Captain, it is the greatest setting I have ever seen for any football game. And I'm talking, and I was even telling him, like, I was with Raider Nation at the Oakland Coliseum, which was pretty crazy. But this college football atmosphere and the backdrop and how you guys do it is insane to me. So I definitely, just because of the family, I have to be a Huskies fan on top of being a UNLV fan, as you know. This was my first ever Huskies game, but Cap, the whole thing was we get flown in on a Friday afternoon. We are catching up I'm meeting kids that I've always known as children, and they're now in their 20s. A couple of them are engaged, right? We're all meeting physically for the first time now. The next day, Cap, we went from, do the whole Pikes Market, which I've never seen before, which is awesome, by the way. See the fish thrown and the whole bit.
Very cool. I've been there when I was up there. It's something you got to see it. If you're there, you got to go see the original Starbucks. You go to Pikes Market, watch the fish fly, watch the go down one level, go to the bubblegum wall, which is gross but cool. And you got that. That's all within like about a block of each other, and it's really cool.
Right. And then the big thing, Cap, was this was Huskies opening weekend, right? Opening game day. So I didn't even know that, for example, Cap, that in order to go to the Huskies game in this particular tradition, that there's a thing called such as sailgating. Have you ever heard of this before, Cap?
No.
Sailgating, where all the rich people with their yachts and their sailboats go do tailgating, but in the water, because Husky Stadium is on Mont Lake and Lakeview, and where Washington University is. So I didn't get to do that, but in order to go to the game, we get picked up in like these Mercedes limo buses, and then we get taken to Chinook's, which is a very famous restaurant there in Seattle, and the dock is right where the restaurant is to go into a boat. You go on this boat, which is an hour ride across Mont Lake to get to Alaska Airlines Washington Husky Stadium. The backdrop is insane. The game at Pacific time, for some reason, Cap, is at 8 p.m., which would be 11 p.m. your time live.
Oh yeah, late as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. So playing Colorado State by Cap, man, the whole thing was just to know that there's a crowd of people that's willing to go through all this craziness to get to this one location there at the Washington Huskies. Salute James Furpo. Have a good lunch break. Raiders, brother. So anyways, Cap, that part of it was crazy. I got to learn all the different Husky stuff. So for example, Cap, did you know that when they do kickoffs, the reason why they go like this, whoo, is it's the action for when you say mush, when you got Huskies in front of you and you're like telling them to go get it. So
that makes sense.
Yeah. So stuff like that. That was pretty fun. And then to my surprise, right before halftime, Cap, right before halftime ends, they're like, hey, you guys come with me. They take us all the way around. They take us into things. So there's about 4 minutes left before halftime hits. Next thing I know, I'm getting taken down to the field with the wife. The game is still going on.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm on the field and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? This is crazy. And I now understand, Cap, where when you have that sound and that feeling of all these people cheering for you while you're down there, right? It would make me want to play harder. If I was playing ball, I would want to give it my all just because of that sensation, right? So anyways, we were down there. The lady kept saying, hey, please stay behind the white line, because she was worried, maybe a football player will come and hit us. We were right there in the end zone. I didn't even show you the clip where
he was close, folks. If an errant pass with people going for the pass breakup he would have been collided to by about the receiver and the defensive back and wiped out. And that would have been like, dude, that's not really good for you. But
yeah, that was crazy.
Out, but yeah, it was.
Yeah, no. And Cap, I'll send you the footage of this, but I didn't send you the footage of. They did end up scoring right before the half, and I was like booing them all as they were coming towards me, the players, because I don't care. They're from Colorado State. I don't care about Colorado State. Fuck Colorado State, you bastards. So, but anyways, Cap, from the boat ride to that to the whole thing, it's surreal to me, and I want to share the story with you because, Cap, 3 years ago I was supposed to be dead. 3 years later, I'm meeting people like yourself, right? We're built, we built a good bond. And then I've had the people that have stuck it out with me this whole time and did not turn their backs and was like, not only are you a part of our family, but we're going to make sure that forever long you got, we're going to do stuff like this. So very emotional weekend. It's super fun. Completely lost my voice. Wanted to share that with you. And I promise when your granddaughter husband is ready, happy to help him out. I don't know when he's drafting.
I don't know. I will get back to Robert tomorrow. That is my stepson, and say, when is Katie doing her draft? If they did it already, sorry. I can't do. And by the way, it is a very touching story. I have my eye migraines like you see me on this shit before, where my eyes just fucking water incessantly, and
he's crying. Everybody, he's crying.
Fuck you, man. I'm not crying. It's painful, and and you can't do shit about. But it is touching. It is touching. But I'm not crying. I'm crying, man. I'm not crying.
It's the touching story, and half of it is the pain in his eyes. So.
I'm crying, man. I know fucking pussy. But no, my eyes hurt. So
no, but
no, it's touching. But okay, it's me.
Sir.
It's not you. It's me. There you go.
Yes,
I wanted to say that.
And I want to wish you a safe travels. I know you're doing the big weekend. I heard a little bit of what Jeff's saying. Please, guys, support Captain Jack. I mean, the man's going all the way to fucking New England, for crying out loud. So you guys go over there, go check out Raider Nation. Please support them. Please make donations to Jeff's club there, the Black Hole, and
support
everything.
People that are putting the events on. That
right.
Don't support me. But if you want to support me, that's fine. I appreciate you coming. The only thing that I ask, and I swear I have, is come into the show, watch, hopefully you enjoy, and push it to other people, because I dig hanging out with you guys and gals.
Right.
That's what I dig. Okay.
Right.
So like I said, right now there's 25 people eyes on. Okay. 25 people. Jeff was saying, oh yeah, well, we had about 80, 100 people in the chat. I'm like, really? I can't even remember a show where I've had more than, I think I topped out at like 45 once at one time. But it's a different type of show. I get it.
Yeah. And part of it too, Cap, is you don't do a lot of promotions really, and you're not on every day. You're not on for 6 hours. And there's a lot of different formulas as to how, if the goal of the channel was to build it so that there would be more viewers in one live, there's a different format for that. But that's never been your goal. Your goal's always been to hang out with the very people that you know, hang out with the very people that's always consistent. Anna Diaz comes in, she's checking in on you, right? Matt Marinovich, James Furpo, James Farrell, Ed Winchell,
and Marinovich come in. What is it? Sharif, and then Eddie Mitchell. All those people there, and Biggie Bronco. I get Biggie Bronco coming in when he can. So that's cool. No, so it's other people too.
Yeah, and again, Cap, and people will just naturally know as you continue to do the consistency. It's all about consistency, patience, and consistency, and it all pays off at the end. As always, Cap, and you've known this in your older age now, quality over quantity, man. If you're always quality, doesn't matter. The people that know will continue to come, and then those people will continue to share. And you're gonna keep being you. It's not like you didn't have Lincoln Kennedy in your show first. You know what I mean? It's not like you didn't have Ken Thompson. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, you can get any of these guys on your show, but you're trying to make it accessible to everyone. You're allowing all kinds of people to want to say what they want to say. You allow Dante to be able to talk about all the different teams, right? You allow me to talk about organ donation and how to look at your life as a different way, right? So that's your show, Cap, and that's why people do love you, and that's why people stay loyal to the brand. And you just keep it that way, Cap. You just keep to yourself, keep it that way. It'll grow when it grows, but the most important thing is you're getting your message out and message across. I know you don't like. Is it Florida State that you hate? You hate Florida State?
I liked them yesterday. Because I said, you know what? They're going to beat Bama. And if I had more money to bet, I bet like $13 and I made like 70 on a $13 bet. I said, they're going to win.
Good job, Cap.
I wish I had more money in my account. I would have won more. I would have won more. But
now, did you think it was going to be that bad of a beating by the end, though, or you didn't think it was going to be that bad?
I thought they were going to beat them. I thought it was going to be over a touchdown. So in that respect, I was pretty sure that it was going to happen. But
you didn't think it was going to be the butchering that it was.
Yeah.
I
thought it was going to be. Well, what pissed me off was fucking Manning playing like shit, because I thought that was going to be closer, and that would have made me like $75 more.
I'll end with this then. I'd like to introduce Raider Nation to Husky quarterback and probably future Heisman Trophy winner before it's all said and done, Damon Williams Jr., who might be our next quarterback. Lincoln Kennedy was there when I was at the game, and I'm telling you, Cap, I want you to start watching tape on this kid. Imagine Jaden Daniels, but just a smidge under 6 foot. But imagine Jaden Daniels just a smidge under 6 foot, because Jaden Daniels is almost 6'3". This kid is like barely 6 foot, right? But man, this kid at 19 years old.
If he's listed at 6 foot at college, he's 5'9". I'm telling you.
All right.
Because they pump those things.
Right.
They said, oh, he's 6 foot and he's 6 foot and he weighs this. Yeah, they pump those. He's 5'9". And I don't even know who it is. I'm just saying they pump those numbers. But when you go, and then I want you to check this as well. Check what he is at the combine.
Right.
What his numbers are at the combine, and then you'll see what he actually is. He's probably 9.
Well, this is his first year starting the whole year. He's committing to staying with Jed Fish throughout. I think he's going to stay through senior year, right? But because he's only 19, in 3 years, he would only be 22, let's say, right? But by then, Cap, we may be needing that future quarterback who, because we don't know how long Gino's going to be. So Raider Nation, please pay attention to Damon Williams Jr. Keep in mind that the Huskies has given us a few great Raiders, Lincoln Kennedy, Napoleon Kaufman, right? So the Huskies have always been friendly to the Raider Nation, and I'm telling you, Cap, this kid was fucking electric. Just watching him, Cap, and I know maybe I'm blowing him up because I saw it live, but I'm telling you, Cap, there's something about this kid, Damon Williams Jr., man, and do not be surprised if you want to make a bet if somehow Washington sneaks in to the college football playoffs through the Big Ten. Their biggest game that's going to come up is at the end of this month against Ohio State. The Ohio State that just beat Texas.
Which I picked Ohio State. I said they're Ohio State at home. Yeah, I don't care who's quarterback for. I just thought that Manning was going to play a lot better than he did. He fucking choked like a dick.
Yes,
he was dick choking.
Well, Archie Manning might not be the future, guys. Trust me, this kid, if he continues to do better in the next 2 more weeks, and then the Ohio State game happens, Cap, you're going to be like, it might be a good betting underdog, because that atmosphere, Cap, that's hard to play against. I wouldn't want to play against that Washington Huskies atmosphere. It's freaking insane. So go Dogs. Thanks, Cap, for letting me share my story. Thank you for being an amazing friend.
Before you go, this Biggie, this is for you, I believe. I got something for you. You can give old boy. He's a boxer, right? I guess he's talking about you.
Okay.
I got a boxer dog female. Is that like bridal that you can give to him?
I don't know what that means.
It's something for a boxer dog, Biggie Bronco, because Biggie has dogs. Biggie's out in the middle, West Virginia. Okay. Oh, he's and Big E's cool people.
Yeah.
He's a hell of a lot cool. The Ohio State is probably one of the best in the nation. You can't judge Arch Manning for choking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Big E. I mean, he was playing Ohio State in the horseshoe, and he choked, but he's going to be a lot better this year. He's going to be a lot better this year. So I don't blame him. I'm just saying, I wish you would have gotten next. Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
And can I just say to you, Biggie, before I go, that you're absolutely right. Ohio State proved that. They beat the number 1 team, which was Texas. They were number 3.
Mm-hmm.
In 3 more weeks, Biggie, go watch Washington Huskies versus Ohio State and tell me after that defense plays this kid, DeMond Williams Jr. at 19 years old, where the talent will be. Because if he can even squeak an almost win against that Ohio State defense, man, a lot of people are going to be talking Heisman about this kid. This kid is the real deal.
Now,
so,
is it out in Washington or is it in the
it's in the
Horseshoe?
Husky Stadium, Cap. It's going to be in front of 70-some thousand people. It is going to be insane. The dogs are barking, baby. So Ohio State, you better watch it.
Okay. Hey, that makes for a good game. Depending on what my itinerary is for whichever game I'm at, if it's in 3 weeks or so, is that 3 weeks from here?
Yes, sir. It's supposed to be, I think, September 27th.
Is that
a Saturday, obviously.
Is that the Bears game? Or
are we at home? Are we at home at the end of the month? Let me check.
Well, at the end of the month, I think we got the Bears at home. I know that the 21st, that's DC. So, yeah, I think that's the Bears game. Ed Winchell and I will be out on Saturday night in Vegas that day.
Hold on. I'm looking at. Oh, you're right, Cap. So September 27th is Huskies versus Ohio State. September 28th is Bears Raiders. So you and Ed Winchell are going to be here in good old Las Vegas. So, hey, maybe we could watch together somewhere if you're not doing any Raider stuff.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, hopefully I'll be about, I won't even say it on air, but hopefully I will be busy.
Yes. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
So I'm right there. I'm right there with you. But yeah, no, again, Cap, thanks for letting me share the story. I definitely want to share it with you. Not so much on air, but I figured this would be the easiest way because my voice is going.
And Biggie clarified it's a brindle dog. Biggie, I'm very sorry. I'm not. I don't know what that is. A brindle, is that like a boxer type dog? Brindle. You'll have to say something.
Hey Biggie, I appreciate it. If you're trying to give me a dog, I can't have it right now because the dog.
Yeah, no, he can't. He can't have dogs
until a certain time. And then when I finally do get a dog and they allow it, it's got to be like a service dog of some sort to read what's going on with my body and stuff. So
no hair, no allergens, none of those.
There's a whole bunch of no's that happen. So sorry, Biggie, but thank you. And again, thanks, Captain Jack. And next couple of days, I'll call you personally and we'll talk some more about some other stuff. But the word is out, baby. Relax. The word is out, and we'll catch up a little bit more. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yep. And let's get some things going for those other things that we were talking about.
Just relax. Remember, this isn't football. This is a different way of how it goes. So just relax, baby. Relax.
Yeah. I'm relaxing when there's on the line.
I know. Relax. So
thanks, Angelo.
But thanks, Cam Jack. Appreciate you, and I'll talk to you soon. Probably after hematology or something. I'll give you a call.
Yeah. Hey, be well.
Thanks, Cap.
Take care, brother. I'm glad you had fun out in Washington. Good to see Angelo. Rafa was waiting. What is it? Patiently. I'm going to bring Rafa in. The Biggie, you're going to talk to me about. Yeah. And I think Rafa's waiting patiently. And Biggie, like I said, I don't know animals because I don't have. don't judge. I love animals. I love animals. When I was being in my area in in the military and other things like this, and I was always gone for other things, I just got used to not having them. So the only animal that I have, it's not even mine, it's my stepson's, and it's like it's a boxer rot. Is it a rot? It's a boxer rot mix. Very beautiful, caring, loving dog. But it's the only dog that's around, and it's when he comes over from the other side of the state, he brings her over because it's a female, wonderful dog. But I don't have any dogs, and I know Big E lives out in friggin', oh my God, it's West Virginia, and you got animals out there because you got your dogs, you got the horses and things like that. Beautiful. I'm not going to be rolling through West Virginia anytime, Biggie. I'm sorry. I was going to drive up to there, and then I was going to, but what's going on is this. I'm driving to South Carolina on Wednesday. On Friday, I'm flying to Providence. Then I'm flying back on Monday. Okay. Staying in South Carolina for a couple days, and then I'm flying to Vegas and flying back to South Carolina for a couple of days. And then we are driving from South Carolina to DC for game 3 and then driving back. And then after we come back to South Carolina, then I drive back home, which is a lot. It's going to save me a lot of I'm not going to be as tired because I used to be able to drive far and wide. I can't do that shit anymore with all the meds I'm on and the other. I can't do it. I get really tired real quick. So he doing that is going to save me a lot of wear and tear. So I want to thank Hollywood and his wife for having me in between these trips, which is cool. But I appreciate it. But so no West Virginia trip. I was thinking about maybe going to Tennessee to see some, but I don't even know if I can do that. I'm going to try, but West Virginia, Biggie, trust me. You want me to go to West Virginia in the spring and the summer where I can see shit, right? And it takes me a couple of days, and I'll be more than happy to do that. And I appreciate the offer, but no, I ain't bringing any animals back with me. I don't have no place to put them. Ralph, I'm sorry, I went off on a tangent. I wanted to get with Big E on that. But what did you got to say, man? By the way, love the beard still. You can have that short.
Yeah.
Beard. Look good, you fucking.
It's kid. Still on process. But
it's good.
I guarantee that this week is being very interesting at college football, and I know that you're wearing a Florida Gators, which is very important right now. And I was like really shocked to see Florida State Seminoles beat Alabama because it's not like the first time. It's not like the first time we see like in the whole history, but also we just see like a lot of games coming up there, which is LSU versus Clemson Tigers on South Carolina, which, as a matter of fact, Garrett Nussmeier, he became like the hero of the day, but they had to be really careful about the tackling system and, of course, the linebackers. Because at first I was like really confused at it all because they thought the game plan is attack and, of course, with the tackling system, but it didn't work out a lot for the first and second quarter. But in third and fourth quarter, they just made like a lot of speed along with the right receivers, running backs, and of course, the passing technique of Garrett Nussmeier. So I saw about like bright future coming up there for the next generation.
Now, do you think, did Nussmeier play well enough to be a Heisman candidate this year?
Yep.
I mean,
If he,
he looked okay. I didn't watch a lot of the. I'll admit, I didn't watch a lot of the game. I saw the second half in and out. I saw the second half in and out, and then and I'll admit this: I picked Clemson, and I was on this app. You're allowed to cash out early if things are going wrong for you. So I bet $100, but I cashed out. I cashed out and got 35 back. So I ended up only losing 65. So I'll call that a win. Because if I would have kept it for the end of the game, I would have lost 100. I only lost 65 by cashing out early. I like that about this app, with the gambling. Again, I'm not a big gambler, but, I cashed out early and I got, some money back. And so I was looking good for that. So, okay, so I only lost 65 instead of losing 100. Clemson, and the reason why I did that, Clemson looked like fucking summertime dog shit. That smell.
yeah,
They looked horrible the second half. And, Nussmeier looked okay, but I wasn't really, he was okay. But it's like if you saw the whole game, he looked, I guess he played well. But there's a lot of people. Yeah, Jimmy Farrell, I get it way too early for who's going to be a Heisman Trophy winner. But, because people were talking about fucking, what's his nose, the Miami quarterback tonight, the one that played for Georgia, and he's playing for Miami now. That, oh, he looks great. He looks great. No, I want nothing to do with him. He's young. I think his name's Carson Beck. He's small. He's frail. He's got nothing that I want. He's got nothing that I want. Yeah, Beck. No, Carson Beck is not my idea of somebody I want as a quarterback for the Raiders. I don't. Nussmeier at least is big, and he can throw the ball, and he can run a little bit. Beck is small, and I don't think that's not the prototype quarterback that you want. You want somebody big, strong, and fast and can throw. And Carson Beck is not big. He's not strong. He's a fucking rail. He might be fast, but that's because he's running around getting away from things. He's not a big quarterback. I want nothing to do with Carson Beck. And if that comes back to bite me, fine. But I don't want anybody drafting Carson Beck. That's just me.
yeah, which is a matter of fact, because I was just really shocked for like the third and fourth quarter between the game of LSU versus Clemson, and there's no player injured, which is like they have like a lot of guts to see a lot of the defense, and they could have played a lot of better, but they really take it, and this is like a renaissance of the 2000 LSU defense back in 2000, just like the decade, because they're having like a real defense, and Brian Kelly bringing those big rows. It might be over for the rest, but it just happened a lot because that team has every talent of every position, which is like a fine-tuned machine.
Mm-hmm. Well, this was like LSU's first. I want to say this was LSU's first win on opening day for first for Kelly for sure, because Kelly's has lost 2 in a row, and this was his first win. LSU has lost 2 openers against 2 tough teams, but they did at least beat Clemson. And I'm going to say this is that Clemson was ranked 4th, and they looked like ass. They looked horrible. And LSU looked decent, as a top 10 team. Excuse me. Drew Aller for Jimmy Farrell says he likes Drew Aller. That's the Penn State quarterback, I believe. And Penn State probably
that's the Penn State quarterback.
Yeah, and I heard good things about him. So
yeah, I mean, he could be like a real possibility to see Drew Aller. But I understand that all the people just wanted to like get in all with Drew Aller, but it's that he just really returned for the senior season, which is like he became so much important because he got NFL caliber physical traits. But it's painfully clear he's got a long way to go before he was ready to get to be a quarterback for NFL. I mean, he'd take more far because has so many good like 23 or older quarterbacks lately, but sometimes people forget that others are younger and developing because they get the part and it has all the physical tools, but he's aiming those passes instead of throwing them. That just seems like they need to improve a lot. And his backup entered for the portal already because he was saying, because I know into a triple coverage, I mean, he needs to get improve a lot more when it comes to the next games.
Okay, and I want to give the fact that Biggie Bronco states that Carson Beck is 6'3" and 240. Okay.
Mhm.
Again, I'm not looking at a chart. To me, he doesn't look 6'3" and 240. To me, he doesn't look. So if that's what his measurables are, great. Then I'm wrong. But to me, he always looked like the skinny quarterback that wasn't big. Even when he was playing for Georgia. I didn't think he was all that in a biscuit. If he's bigger than that, great. But he's going to have to really show me something this year as Miami's quarterback. And that's why he went to Miami, because Cam Ward was there last year and he was the number one pick. So Carson Beck is saying, well, if Cam Ward can do it, I can do it. We'll see. We'll see if he can do that. But I'm gonna let you have one more, Rafa. Any further things that you have for the weekend? Any surprises coming out of college, or any surprises that you think is going to be coming up this weekend in the pros that you'd like to talk to people about?
Well, I just wanted to broad it in because first and foremost, I just wanted to tell to all the audience right now, because my show Straight Out Nation is coming back today at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time to talk about the 53-man roster from the Raiders. Also, we can talk about a little bit of college football. And the next week, I'm going to provide two important play-by-play games for the first week of the season, because the first one is going to be Philadelphia Eagles versus Dallas Cowboys. And then I'm going to cover Las Vegas Raiders versus New England Patriots for the next week, which is the week number 1 of the NFL.
Well, I applaud you for that. And so you hopefully, if you're doing play-by-play and you're watching the TV, hopefully you'll say, hey, and there's Captain Jack on TV. I hope that you say that in your play-by-play. I hope I get some, I hope I get some TV time. I know that I'm going to be up there. I know that Hollywood's going to be up there. We're all going to be dressed out. We're going to have a great time. So it's one of those things that will be good. And Rafa, again, for those who don't know, I'm going to make sure that you, like I said, go. There's Captain. I'll put it over here.
So there it is.
Capitan Rafuccio on YouTube and X. So go ahead and go over there. Wait, there it is. Go see Capitan Rafuccio on YouTube and X.
There you go. Thanks for having me.
Jimmy Farrell wants to know: is it going to be in English or Espanol?
It's gonna be in both languages.
Okay, so
make everything good. In both languages.
Okay, well that's cool. I applaud you, sir. And again, have fun with that, and we'll see you. Well, I won't see you, but have fun with your broadcast. And maybe have good audiences for that. You take care, sir. Mel, 11:30 tonight, right?
Starting 11:30 Eastern Time.
All right, I'll be in bed. But
okay.
But I wish you well there, Rafa.
Thank you, Captain Jack. Salute to you.
You take care, brother. There you go. That's Rafa. Notre Dame just had a very long pass play. First and goal. Okay. First and goal for Notre Dame with 3 minutes and 48 seconds left. Can they tie it? Ooh, okay. Wow. Did they call? No, they didn't call targeting. I could have seen maybe it was a targeting, but not. Notre Dame, second and goal. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left. quarterback. That's a keeper for a touchdown. So Notre Dame is down 1 point. 1 point now. CJ Carr, the quarterback, with a 7-yard rushing. It was a fucking quarterback run from jump. So they are within 1 point of a tie game at this point. And Bob, yeah, Florida State. Well, and I swear, if you don't believe me, I did the screen capture. I bet Florida State. I said they are going to win, and I bet them. And I only had a very little bit of money left in my account. If I would have had more, I would have won a shit ton more. So how come nobody talking about CJ Carr? I don't know about CJ Carr. But okay. Other than Joe Montana and Joe Theismann when he was there, has there been, and those guys were in the 80s. They're in the 80s, right? When was the last time that Notre Dame has had a really good quarterback? I give to you fucking, was it Brady Quinn? I'm still waiting on what's his nose to fucking quit his job. It said, if Brady Quinn ain't a Hall of Famer, I'll eat my hat. He sucked. Okay. Book, what's his name? Josh Book. He flamed out. I think the last time I saw him, it was on the Saints. It was like QB3 on the Saints. So 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Miami gets the ball. Score is tied 24-24. Leonard. Where's Leonard, Jimmy Farrell? Where's Leonard? Is he playing anywhere? Haven't heard diddly fucking squat about Leonard. Where's he at? On Pittsburgh. Okay. Okay, well, so Pittsburgh drafted both Leonard and Howard. Is that true? They drafted 2 quarterbacks from this draft, Leonard from Notre Dame and Howard from Ohio State, to be backup quarterbacks on Pittsburgh. I actually applaud that because I think that's what you need to do. They went hard in. Yeah. So, okay, well, if that's what they did, then that's just saying that, obviously, and it's true, fucking Aaron Rodgers is one and done. He might even not do his one. He might not even do his one. Clock is still running. It's a first down for Miami. Carson Beck has them out at the, what is it, the 37-yard line, I'm thinking. I can't really see where the yard marker is. So 1st and 10 on the 37. Beck back to pass, steps up in the pocket, throws long. Oh! I see a flag, and it's either pass interference on Miami or pass interference on Notre Dame. They're calling it against Notre Dame. Oh, wow. It kind of looked like just he got caught up in trips. I don't know about that. But no matter what, it's a first down. First down for Miami. I think that was kind of ticky-tack, but way it goes. So big first down given to Miami. Oh, he went to the Colts. Okay. That's why I was wondering. It's like, then why? Yeah. He'll actually probably play for the Colts before he'll play, because damn, Riley Leonard going to the Colts. Yeah, he'll play. He'll play. because Daniel Jones is not the greatest. Riley Leonard, I can see him actually playing because he actually has more ability. I'll give him that. He has more ability than the kid out of fucking Florida. Richardson is he's a Gator, but he's not a good quarterback. So I can see Riley Leonard playing for the Colts. I really can. Yeah, Richardson is a bust. Second down, nice draw play, run from the middle. Miami there's a 2-minute stoppage. They go down to the 2-minute stoppage in college football, just like in the pros. 2-minute stoppage. They are on the 30-something yard line. 3rd and 2. They're within kicking range, I believe. Maybe a little outside kicking range, but yeah. But honestly, though, Riley Leonard, we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, Richardson is a bust. When you think of Miami Hurricanes, what name pops in your head? What, as far as quarterbacks? I think the guy that was, I know Toretta won a Heisman. I know that there's Vinny. Oh, okay. You're good. For me, it's actually it's Ray Lewis. When I think University of Miami, I think of Ray Lewis. I think of Jim Otto, and I think of Ted Hendricks. Because UM, Ray Lewis, Jim Otto, and Ted Hendricks. Yeah, maybe Michael Irvin, but I think of Ray Lewis before I think of Michael Irvin. But if you think, I was going to say, thank God you said I didn't have to pick a quarterback because their quarterbacks suck for the most part. Toretta won a Heisman, but Vinny was actually better than the guy that followed him who won the Heisman. Can't remember his name. He played for Vinny played for the Browns, and then the other guy, what was his fucking name? I can't remember his name. He was curly-haired Italian guy. Vinny was also was Vinny Jewish or was he Italian? Testaverde. Okay, well Vinny was. I think he's like Jewish American or Jewish Italian. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, Jim Kelly, yeah, but I was talking like Steve Walsh. Steve Walsh was the quarterback that I actually was thinking of. And if you're thinking like, who the hell is Steve Walsh? Steve Walsh was the best quarterback that I can remember. And yeah, Jim Kelly was, but he didn't come to mind. It was actually Steve Walsh. But I'm old. Anyway, I guess I'm going to stay here. We're over 2 hours, but I'll stay here to see who wins this game. If you want to see who wins this game, I will be doing the play-by-play. Right now, Miami is in near field goal range. There's 2 minutes to play. Score is tied 24-24. Miami, I don't know which now. Okay, 3rd and 2. So let's see if they can get any farther in. They're at the 39. Running play. Oh, wow. Did they? I see. I hate plays like that. It's a scrum. and they have them stopped, and then you have they let them keep, and they just it's kind of like they have them stop, and then the guys keep scrumming and they push him forward. I think that his momentum was actually stopped. But no, nevertheless, it's the first down for Miami. They're on the 36-yard line. Okay, now they're on the 31-yard line. Clock is ticking down. They are inside field goal range. They're on the 31-yard line of Notre Dame. I will say this, at least this game is entertaining. So as long as the yeah, I was going to say that the corner who Taylor, right? I think Sean Taylor comes to mind. Sean Taylor was, I know it's early, but you like any players in college now that that could fit in the 26th draft? Early. I appreciate the question, Jimmy, but it's early. King Toxic, my dad told me, NFL season around the corner when Raider fans getting hyped to go 4-13. Welcome to the show, King Toxic. I will say to you, sir, I can almost guarantee you that the Raiders will not finish 4-13. But thank you for that troll comment. I'm glad that you came over for this show. If you think the Raiders are going 4-13, I don't. I actually think the Raiders are going to win 7, because that's what the line is. The line was 6.5, and I think they'll win 7. I can't see what that emoji is, sir. I because I have it here on StreamYard. If I showed it on YouTube, maybe I can see what the emoji is. Let me see if I can go to YouTube. I'm gonna put on my channel. Okay, so I can see what the emoji is. Hopefully, I have the volume turned down, so I won't be hearing it. Let's see it. 1 second. Yeah, I'll turn it on. It is live. If I don't get to it fast enough, I'm going to have like echo. Yep. See what it is. I will see what that emoji is when it comes up. Oh, a salute. Thank you there, King Toxic. Thank you. I literally have to put on the YouTube because I won't see what the emoji is. It's a saluting emoji. Okay, yes. Okay. I thank you, sir. But salute to you as well. Yeah, Ed Reed was a Hurricane, but Sean Taylor was too. Jared's in here. Wow. Good to see Jared. Yep. Ed Reed's actually in that commercial that they have for the, for the betting site? Oh, okay. 4th and 3. Here it is. 4th and 3 for Miami. They are kicking from the 38. So 48, 47. Okay, officially a 47-yard kick. Let's see what's going on. Ball is snapped. Kick is up, and it is good. It is good. So Miami goes up 27-24 with 1 minute and 4 seconds left. Do the Fighting Irish have any further? They have any further fight in them? The kick was close to hugging the right upright. And thank you there, King Toxic. I see that now. Again, I didn't see because I was looking at the emoji from my StreamYard. I have to actually go over to YouTube to see what the emoji is. So thank you for that. And thank you. Welcome to the show, though. If you're a Raider fan or a troll, I appreciate that, sir. I do. I appreciate that. So 1 minute and 4 seconds. Let's see. Notre Dame is they're out of timeouts. So Jared, how do I see Jared? I'll be honest. I think Pittsburgh, this is going to be Mike Tomlin's first year below 500. I think this is going to be Tomlin is going to be his first year below 500. There's the kick. It is deep and through the end zone. So touchback for Notre Dame. They go out to what? Is it the 25? We'll find out in a minute. But if Notre Dame is all that in a biscuit, 1 minute and 4 seconds, that's plenty enough time. Yeah, I think, plenty of time. I agree. Ed Winchell agrees with me about, the first year that Tomlin doesn't get the 500. I lost on my Phillies bet tonight. Oh, my God. I had him winning. So my count is exactly $100. So plus or minuses for the weekend, I'm definitely, I guess I'm about even. Oh! Could have ended it right there. In and out of the hands of the Notre Dame player. And definitely, popped in. Big Money Jay is here. I'm going to spend a little time with Big Money Jay. Thank you there. USC scored 73 points. Wow. USC scored 73 points. Screen pass. Oh, nice screen pass. Nice screen pass. First down for Notre Dame. It was a middle screen. I'm gonna get Big Money Jay in here. Back on there. Big Money Jay, you were on a screen. I'm watching the game as well. How are you doing tonight, sir? Oh, with a booty. I like that. Big Money Jay with a chick that is getting fucked up the ass. I like that. That'll get me bounced from. I got to get you. I got to remove you there, Big Money Jay. But thank you for that. I appreciate that. That was wonderful for as quick as it was. I got to kick you. Yep, you left before I could even kick you. But I appreciate the quick porn. I do. That was wonderful. That was a nice ass. That was a nice ass. Big Money Jay would entice us with some nice quick porn. That was cool. Yeah, ain't as good as the real McCoy. That is true. But it was a nice little tidbit. It was a nice little tidbit. Oh, so intentional grounding on the Notre Dame quarterback. So that's both loss of down as well as loss of yardage, and then the clock keeps going. So that's definitely it was on the 30-yard line, so that's going to be down, lost, and then what's the fourth? There's 26 seconds left. The clock is going to start immediately. So we'll see. We'll see. Captain, I can't watch your show due to being a Notre Dame fan. Okay. Well, Jack Kenna, while you're on here. Oh, and Notre Dame is, he's sacked again. That should do it. That should do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The ball is snapped. They did get the ball off. Okay. Do I see that a whistle? Oh, they said he didn't get the ball off in time. So Carson Beck, who is actually bigger than I thought. I thought it's small and skinny, but I will say Biggie Bronco says to me that he is, was it 6'3"? and 240. He still just looks like a twig. He looks like a twig. First win versus a top 10 opponent since 2017. Miami, first win against a top 10 opponent since 2017. What, 8 years? Wow. But at least it was a decent game. You know, Notre Dame came back after being, you know, boat raced, you know, early. So I'll give him credit there. I'd like to thank Big Money Jay for that little sexual interlude of a great. I didn't hear anything on the no sound, but that was a nice looking butt being fucked. I'll admit it. Jack, why always not root for shitty teams other than the Raiders? Okay, Notre Dame, San Francisco being the Giants. Nah. And Kenna, I want to talk with you about your fucking insurance company. I want to talk to you about your insurance company, not online or not while I'm on live. But I'm rather pissed off at them. I'm just going to leave it at that. For horrible customer service. I'll just leave it at that. And having said that, I guess we're going to end the show. Was on for almost 2.25 hours. And Ed Winchell still loves you, Kenna. You're okay by me, but your insurance company can suck from under. Saying that right now. Your insurance company can suck from under. They are the worst when it comes to homeowners insurance. Anyway, I'll see you on Tuesday night. I'll be on Tuesday night. I will have a show with Coach Defense on his channel. I might be able to get over to the other YouTube channel for YouTubers for Raider Nation. But we'll see you there Tuesday night. Wednesday night, hopefully I'll have a show with somebody. I had one with Peggy. Maybe I'll have a show with because again I'm going to be driving on Wednesday up to South Carolina, so maybe I'll have a show up on Wednesday. It might be a little late, but hopefully we'll get myself with Navman for Wednesday. Then Thursday I'll have the show, and then we'll be ready for the weekend. Can't wait. Raiders weekend this weekend. Y'all take care. Ed Winchell, stick around for a bit. I'm going to give you a call right after this. Yep. Kind of spoke too soon on the acid reflux. Y'all take care. We'll see you. So we'll see you Tuesday.